Hello and welcome, dearest. Hi, Melissa. How are you? I know there's a delay. There's a delay for when I say something for you to hear it, and then there's a delay for you to type, and then for it to pop up and me to read it. Oh, the technology is fun, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. I'm actually feeling pretty good, energy and sleep-wise. I'm just, at the same time, I'm so wound up because of the box yesterday that I don't know what to do with myself. Hi, Tilo Gamer. Did I say your name correctly? I hope I did. Hi, Willow Abbott. How are you? Whoa! I am. See, I'm knocking things over. It's a wild Tuesday. Zebra wild. Oh my goodness. I wanted to do this plate again simply because of the box of gloom kind of overshadowed it. I don't think it got enough love. So, and yeah, as usual. The thing is, Guyleen, in one of her videos, the one that she did after she did the live, okay, I'll explain the story because you weren't there. And I'm not going to give any spoilers away. I know and again, in talking about the box of gloom, I'm going to hopefully keep saying that people, as they come in, don't give spoilers because I know you wanted to wait. Guyleen does the PR. She's supposed to get the box. Oh, Lord. Doggone it. I'm jittery. I'm more jittery than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rockers. You know what I mean, Melissa? I know you know what I mean. Anyway, Guyleen is supposed to get the PR box in advance, so that she can do the unboxing and film it and edit it and all that neat stuff. So I'm guessing they give them about a week to do the whole 9 yards. Hi, Four, how you doing? So, thank you. Yeah, Four, I was just telling Melissa I'm more jittery than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rockers, meaning my anxiety level is off the charts, and not in a bad way. It's just there's been so much going on in the last month that I am wound for sound. There's some stories to be had, so it just anyway. So Guy, Four, I don't know if you know anything about the box of gloom, but Melissa has chosen to not have spoilers. So we are going to talk about it briefly, but as far as the things that we know to be true without giving away any details, if that all makes sense. So on Monday, Gosh, that was only yesterday. So Guyleen was supposed to get the box of Gloom early enough to do the PR, but apparently it was shipped by the postal people, USPS, by mistake, instead of the brown delivery Santa people, the US UPS. So she was getting the tracking that said it was hanging out in Vegas. I guess it wanted me to visit with Guyleen. And there was a delay or something. And I'm guessing there's been a lot of weather and issues. I know Melissa's had some things. I know other people that are on that side of the region that they were getting some storms and other bad weather. So I'm sure that factored into it. At this point, so when she was looking at her tracking, I guess the last time she looked at it, she was saying, because she went live, she doesn't like going live. I'm like, hey, at this point, I'm an old pro, so if you need any pointers. So there was that. And then, whatchamacallit, she said the notification on Monday when she was doing her live is that it wasn't going to get delivered until tomorrow. So she was just doing a live to give the sheet of what the items were, the day 1, day 2, day 3, what the name of the item was, whether or not it was exclusive, and on the sheet it had a price of what the items were supposed to be sold at on the website type thing. So the total of the box was $130 is what their math came up to. Okay. And that's, I guess, if you bought the items individually, not as the box. So that's my understanding of the way the page was looking. Because what we got the box was 119 minus our words are hard. 119 minus our discount. And then whatever tax and or if you paid for the extra shipping, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So there you go. So she was saying that she was just going to do the live and talk about it and show the pictures. And I'm like, okay, hang on. I'm going to go get it because this is like a minute or two after. And for me, I always sit there waiting going, where's the email? Where's the email? Where's the email? And then I'm freaking out because it's not there. And if I kind of just give it a minute, then it shows up. So I figured, well, I'll go distract myself and watch Guyleen's video. And then I can, come back at, a couple minutes after so that hopefully the email would be there. And it was. So now I'm trying to order the box and go through all the steps of everything and figure everything out and add my code. And you know what I'm talking about. When you're trying to order, the anxiety that they cause with this when you're just for me, I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but when I'm doing an order on Maniology, it's stressful enough. I'm just sitting there going, do I want to get this one? Let me put my code in. Is it adding up right? Is it taking care of, all the pieces in the right order? For me, that's stressful enough. I have, my body goes into this anxiety feeling of, there's TMI stuff I don't want to share about, I feel like I need a shower afterwards because to me, it's just, did I do it right? So when you have now a timeline, and to be honest, I know we got early access. We shouldn't really be freaking out about it. It's just one of those things that I kind of go, you want to make sure you get the sale, right? So am I wrong? Do y'all feel the same way? I don't know. Can you hear me? Basically, yes. So, okay. I'm just making sure that, I'm not a Looney Tune out. I know I'm a little wonky, but okay. So I'm sitting there trying to place the order, trying to make sure all the boxes, because when I'm doing things on my phone anyway, stuff likes to get squirrely. You tap in one place, the next thing it goes someplace. That's not what I wanted to do. You have to go back. So I have all this stress and anxiety. Well, when I come back after placing the order, it's like, okay, catch my breath, go back to Guyleen's. She's ended the live. And I'm like going, what? I missed it? Well, next thing I know, in the little box, there's another live. So I go over to the other live. And what she said was that she didn't think she was going to get the box that day. So she was just going to do pictures into things that she was doing. But just as she ended the live, here comes the mailman pulling into her driveway and handed her her box. So she went live again to go open up the items and tell us what was in it. And it was kind of, she's like, I don't like doing lives. I think she said, I need vodka or tequila or something like that, like 4 times. I mean, seriously, she was like so stressed out trying to do a live. And I'm sitting here going, oh, okay. Now I don't feel so bad when I go live and I'm all freaked out. But, there you go. I mean, do you get the same way, Melissa, when you do yours? Do you feel like, what am I doing here? Am I doing it right? Did I mess up? Did I hit the right buttons? Am I saying the right thing? I mean, but I also feel like the first time I went live, I literally couldn't breathe. And now I'm kind of like, I've been doing this so much the last couple of months at this point that, it just feels like, oh, all right, I got to go do live Tuesday. It's like, it's become normalized, but I'm still nervous. Okay. Just, let me know if you feel the same way. I mean, cause you're over there cool as a cucumber. So I'm just checking it, am I just the one over here overreacting to the whole process of going live? But there you are. And she's like, do you guys still want me to do this? And like in the chat thing was, yes, 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 yes. So she was like, all right. I think the more we do it, the easier it gets. I felt sick the first time I went live on. Oh yeah. I thought I was going to lose my cookies. I didn't feel that way when I was live on Facebook. Oh, that's interesting. Because I never did that. I watched them. I just didn't go in. To me, I want to say it was around 2017, the Book of Faces decided to get weird, and I have weaned myself from it. So I'm really not there that much anymore like I used to. I mean, I was on that page daily. I mean, I could be on that page all day long, like 15, 16 hours. And then it became, I switched over to this platform, and again, was just watching videos for like 15, 16 hours. And then I got to the point where I got to moderate things. So I have stages of my day where I go to, I know I need to go do this. I have timers set. I have reminders set, because otherwise you could, seriously, the time socks. I'm saying the word socks, but you know what I mean. That you can do, going into any of these platforms can just mind-boggling. But anyway, oh, For, you are so sweet. I appreciate you. I mean, thank you for the compliment. I don't feel like I'm what's the term? Gosh, the word. I don't feel like I'm seasoned enough, because goodness, Tiana and Deb, they make it seem so seamless. And I'm over here going, yeah, our little family makes it easier. So yeah. You guys make it easy. So I'm telling you, and I have switched over to the other faster platform because I was hoping it would help me to expand this one. And just as I kind of get on board and figure out how to make things work on the Talkie Tick one, it's going through some changes. Oh, I know. We could watch Dev do things and just sit there while the paint dried. I mean, I know it's a joke, but there's that. So in the process of things, because everyone keeps saying, oh, you should go over to this other one because this one has a big, and to me, it felt very, it's like, this is training wheels. The The IG is a little bit faster and the stuff is more complicated where you put things and how you use the settings and all that neat stuff. Hi, Tabison. Wait, safe, that's my name. Said hi. Hi. Hope I said your name right. So going over to that other platform, I now have that where, okay, I can do what I do over there, just the posting of the things. It's a lot less stressful than this one now. No, YouTube, YT is the easy one to learn from. IG is now less stressful than it was in the beginning, and doing this one helped me figure out how to do that one. And then going over to the TT one, and I'm speaking in code because these all platforms don't like things going in different places. So it's now changing because there's new regulations that are going to be going into effect September 15th. And just as I thought I got my sea legs ready, here it all comes out. So anyway, I've tried to go live on that one, and it's nerve-wracking. It is by far more difficult and scary. So I come back here and it's like, oh, I'm home again. Anyway, so we were correct, Melissa, in that there are 7 items that are exclusive, which is a lot. 2 of the exclusive items are plates. Remember how they did last year was 1 plate was exclusive? This year it's 2 plates that are exclusive. And the standard items, we were actually spot on with the guesses that we were doing. The items that we thought were going to be in the box, obviously the 3 polishes. There's 5 plates. Yeah, there's 5 plates, 3 polishes, all the goodies we thought were going to be there. It is a tool that's in the long box. Yes, it is, because it's 7 items. It started off just being 3 items for the first 2 years. Then the third one was, I think, 4 items. Last year was 5 items, and this year it's 7 items. People are going to be like, what? Yeah. I really think at some point there's going to be a lot of people very upset over how much is exclusive in the box. But that's their thing to and I really think they need to start ordering more boxes, because there's a lot of people who can't get the box, on that way of things. In addition to the fact I don't know if you saw a post. Yeah, I think they're going to be leaning that way, because pretty much at this point, 13 items minus 7, there's only 6 items that are not exclusive, and those 6 items are 3 plates and 3 polishes. Hi, Dee, how you doing? Happy chimichangas. It's Tuesday. Are you going to have Taco Tuesday? We're having homemade burritos. I'm going to, cook up the beans and the meat after this, and the rice, and make burritos, mini burritos, because we got 2 different sizes of tortilla shells. So whatever I can shove into them. I'm going to do a plate and just throw the crap on and go, and fold it up, and here you go. Because to be honest, Hubster doesn't, it's like I cook food, he inhales. So it don't have to look pretty. D, we are discussing the details of the, ooh, you went super healthy. Oh, okay. D, Melissa would like to keep the spoilers. She wants to open her own box. So at this point, there are 7 items that are exclusive out of the 13. 2 of them are plates. The other 3 are the items you think they might be because they have been in the past. My opinion, because you saw the unboxing, didn't you? You saw what the items are. I know Melissa hasn't. 4, I don't know if you've seen them or not. No, Melissa, I can. Okay, so she knows what it looks like. So that's what I thought. I saw her there. So you know what it is. But yeah, it's the first 3 items, the normal items that have always been exclusive, and 2 plates. So it's 7. Yes, I had to. Oh my God, I was scoping this thing out. You know, I was getting all, sneaky and squirrely. I mean, hello, I figured out the name Friday. I knew it was going to be the Box of Gloom, and in the ambassador group, which Melissa, I've been meaning to invite you into if you want to join us, because there is an ambassador invite group, and there's another ambassador group, and there's hundreds of people in that group, and nobody says anything. Nobody does anything, and so. Of those 2 groups, there were, I want to say less than 10 of us, 6 or 7 or whatever the case. Yeah, it's because it's an invite only and they don't promote it. Well, the thing is that they would change the name, and this was the frustrating thing for me, is that somebody was the administrator. They would come in and change the name every month, and it would be March's, da-da-da group, and then it would be April, and then it would be May. And then at one point, the name stayed for like 2 months, and we kept emailing people and trying to get a hold of the admins and all that fun stuff. So, and then the thing that gets me, and I'm gonna be really honest, okay? I play by the rules. They tell us don't do this, don't share this, don't, you have to be quiet about this because we're giving you the sneak peek information so that you can promote it on the day of. And it irritates me beyond all get out. We are in an ambassador group. These are people who already have a code, who already are ambassadors, and they're sharing their code and saying, if you wouldn't mind using my code. And I'm sitting here going, who do you think you're selling to? But at the same time, I see them doing it in the Maniology, the community group, and nobody ever does anything. Now, and again, I'm going to air my little pet peeve, is that I see people all the time that'll come in, oh, I'm having a bad day. Show me your manicures or show me some ideas to distract me. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go participate. Their stuff never gets taken down. And then the one time, because I would go in and mostly I have way too much stuff that I'm trying to figure out because I'm a hot mess. So going in and posting things, I forget half the time to go share my photos. I know, right? Anyway, so I forget half the time the stuff that I do to go in there and, promote the things that I've done that, y'all know I do things over here. But okay. But I'm in there answering questions. And there's a bunch of times, wildly hysterical, that I haven't been on the community page for like weeks. And all of a sudden I get a notification. Hey, GrandmaMiMZi, can you come answer this question? It's just bonkers. All right, fine. I come over there. I'll go help you out. But I'm scrolling through, and there are people in there sharing their code. And Maniology in the rules says, do not use your codes. I don't share my YouTube links, which I could, but I don't, because they say don't. And then you got all these other people sharing all kinds of things from other places, and I'm like going, yeah, I know. One of these days I'll get it all together and I'll go post about. I'll just sit there and have all my stuff and just go ding, 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 ding. But the thing is that it bugs me that there's nobody in there monitoring, and I'm playing and doing the right things by the rules of the stuff, and then yet all these other people are, they're flying by. Well, when Hubster was in the hospital a couple years ago, I was flipping out. I was by myself, and I had no way to talk to him, no way to know what was going on. No, it doesn't go to anybody, because whoever is the people that were monitoring it, the admins, the admins are Tiana and Devin and Kara and a couple of other people. They're not paying attention anymore. They're too busy doing their jobs. Nobody is monitoring anything. So it's that when the cat's away, the mice will play. And I'm kind of irritated. But when Hubster was in the hospital, I'm thinking, okay, da-da-da. I'm over here trying my best not to completely come unglued. Absolutely by myself. I really didn't have a whole lot of friends and family. I have no family here. We do have a few friends, but I didn't have a whole lot of people that I could, go have a conversation with. And then people would hate me because I would be like, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, if they make, seriously, if they do make me an admin, I don't have time for it, but I would seriously go, you know what, please don't do that. We're all in here to enjoy this. Can you just be, stop being extra? There you go. I guess I hold things to a different standard. Hi, Lisa, how you doing? We're just talking about stuff that peeves me. but so I go through, Hubster is in the hospital. There's nothing I can do, and something pops up from the Maniology group. Now, mind you, again, this is, 2-3 years later? And yeah, it's a little bug up my butt. I know I got to get over. I really don't focus on it, but it's just, since we're thinking about it. So I'm looking at this. I wrote the post and I said, please distract me. Hubster's in the hospital. I'm trying not to freak out. Show me your manis. Let's talk about nail stuff. And somebody had to come in for whatever reason. That post had to get approved by somebody, because back then there was somebody at some point monitoring it. So there was an admin that came in and went, okay, it went live. And it was live for a few hours. I come back to it because I get notifications that people were saying, oh, I'm so sorry, and this and another thing. Next thing I know, violation, your post has been removed because it violated community standards or our group standards or whatever the thing, and it went bye-bye. And I'm like, what the blankety blank, Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how I can be, according to the FB standards, that if you go in, I'm a top, I got the numbers because I'm always in there commenting on things. So I got the little crown, whatever the stupid thing it is that, says that my level is, top creator kind of situation. And yet if I go to post something, I have to be admin. Are you kidding me? I know it's bizarre, which is part of the reason why I don't go in there and do a lot, because there are no more admins paying attention to things. And hello, I am GrandmaMiMZi. What am I going to do? Sorry, I didn't mean to. No, the comments were on there were fine. Yeah, so it frustrates me. I really, 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 really wish they could figure out a way to hire someone or do something that, like I said, they could just pay me in Maniology products. I don't know, but it would be nice. Oh, and the funny thing is, and if they did, it would explain a lot, because this person doesn't know who I am. They posted something on IG that was one of the plates, the pictures of the plates. And it's the same pictures that we saw when they released the stuff on the first. So it's that one with the frogs and the pumpkin, but it's more images from that plate. And so I make a cheeky joke. I mean, come on, cheeky monkey. I'm always trying to make light of things because, haha, I think I'm funny. I say that with sarcasm and some truth. But I go and I go, oh, so this is a sneak peek of more images on the plate that we're, da-da-da. Because, yeah, I'm trying to get details. And the person is, oh, you should have gotten an email. You can go check. And I'm like going, apparently this person that was writing the comments, they don't know who I am yet. That's okay. I'm the wild and crazy grandma that is all over all the social media, is doing all kinds of wild things these days. Hello, I am, because there, for the longest time, and it still happens, where I will get people that will come in to my comments on this channel of my videos and go, oh, I finally found you. I keep hearing your name all the time. They talk about you, or I saw your name, or somebody mentioned you. I'm like, shouldn't be worried. So I think it was a post that had been approved. I just looked at the group on the page. Yeah, I don't know. But I do really wish they would get someone that would do that. And like I said, if they would just pay me in plates and stampers and polish, 1 or 2 a month, whatever, 3 or 4, 1 a week, whatever, I don't know. But if I could just get, Maniology goodies shipped to me on a regular basis that I'm going to end up reviewing anyway. So anything they send me, y'all know it's going to end up on the channel. I'm going to be doing stuff with it and promoting it. Hello, why am I here? This is what I've been doing, is to, to talk about their products. I've been doing that now for 5 years, give or take. But there you go. So I saw one earlier today. It was a Maniology post that I don't think used any Maniology post. I watched it twice to be sure. Yeah, that's so wrong. That is just, yep, that post would be taken down in a heartbeat. So I'm just kind of going, yeah. I find it hysterical. And here's the thing. So in the invite group of the ambassadors, like I said, Melissa, I'll send you a link to my group, because at one point we were like going, okay, we're talking about things. This is an open channel. There's all of the ambassadors that get invited to this. It's like nobody's coming up and doing anything. Nobody's saying anything. Like I said, there's like less than 10 of us. And at one point we're like, well, do we want to do our own group? I'm like, I'll go start the page. You guys can say whatever you want. I'll take all the filters off. Because to some degree, we're held by a certain standard of what Facebook and Maniology put together. I want my channel that, to be honest, it's like, you can say whatever you want. I'm not going to ban anybody, or, you want to use a bad word, I don't care. Because there were a lot of times we would have conversations, and next thing you know, what we were talking about would be, blanked out or whatever. And I'm just going, oh, I'm taking all the filters off. So you were the first person who welcomed me a few years ago, back when I was watching my first. Oh, you're welcome. But honestly, that's just me. We're there for the nails. We're there for the community. And again, the fact that they're, what I say to people, that, Ohana is Hawaiian for family, and, welcome to the family. I sincerely mean that. I'm, because that's just me. But there you go. I want everybody to be able to do their nails, to be able to enjoy doing their nails, to learn how to do whatever it is that they want to do with this artwork. I'm not going to cry. To make them find within themselves something that makes them feel better, that they can appreciate themselves, that they can take pride and be like, I did that. I cannot tell you how many times I have been, "Hi Carla, how you doing?" "I'm doing good. How are you?" I'm wired for sound, so don't mind me. I'm a little bit, wonky doodle. Um, but I have been out and about where I've told this story before that I had a vision of nails that I wanted to do. I did the first set. I hated it. I tried it again with different polish and different techniques. I still hated it. I tried it a third time and I didn't have time to do it again because I had a doctor's appointment the next day and there was things I needed to get done. I go to the doctor's office and I'm, on my way there, on my way home, the doctor's office, the receptionist people, the doctor grabbed my hand and went, "Whoa, what do you got going on your nails? That is super cute. Oh my gosh, I love that." And I'm like going, "Oh, thank you." I hated it. So the ones I hate the most are the ones that people go, "That's so cute." Okay, I'm glad you like it. I want other people to learn and know how to do nails that makes them light up inside. Like, Carla's figuring it out, right? We taught Melissa. Hey, I think I taught all of you because I know at one point y'all had it down with the basics, but there were other things that at some point y'all went, "I can't figure out why." "Oh, do it this way." "Oh, great." Hey, I am thrilled to pieces. I mean, seriously, it just, you are getting better. You're doing some really good stories. I see your videos. And I'm over here just kind of going, "Honey, you're struggling just a little too hard. You don't want to be the driver on that bus. We want to go get you off that bus." Sorry, my hood came out. Yes, I grew up hood adjacent. Thank you, Dee. You are awesome. I appreciate seeing you. I'm glad I hope you're doing better, and and all that fun stuff. So, thank you for showing up and supporting me. Big Ohana. You one of my new besties, and you can always, anytime, you got the permission. You just let me know anytime. I will make the time. But one of the things is, I have reached. Do I want to use the word influencer? Do I really want to say that? I have reached the status that I can now do things on the TT page that I can't do on this page yet. I know that content creator thing she's the B word. She is not nice. And when you're trying to learn something new and figure out how to be a content creator, oh, that's wild like a zebra. I'm telling you. Oh, goody, goody, goody. So I've reached a status on the other place where I can, I can sell things, I can promote things, I can now finally go live because you got to be at a certain level to do certain things. And I don't. I was doing the things. Okay, the things in the socials that TT wants you to do. A lot of people kind of miss the point of it. So I'm doing the things without realizing it because, again, I'm just being the person that I am, and checking all the boxes. And so apparently this leveled me up like really fast. I was, it is, but it's one of those things that I think this one and the other one and the third one can support each other. And if I can kind of get those going, it will do the things I need it to do, and then I won't have to work so hard. But I figured it. I figured out how I can manage it. That the problem I was having on this one in the first place was, how do you do all this and get it done? I figured out how to do that. So that makes my life tons easier. Yay. And at the same time, I was struggling to do some things personally that I've kind of backed away. And since I've done that, that's giving me because I realized it wasn't serving me. I followed my own advice. Hello, life coach, grandma, get your little butt over there and do the things. So I took my own advice and finally went, you know what, I'm done with this. And that makes me feel better. So I now have the opportunity to do the things that I really want to do. And on this one, thank you, Melissa. Thank you. I'm still going to be here doing the things that I do. I'm not going to overwhelm myself. I know Rob's like, don't do too much. I can't not have my grandma. And I'm like going, that's okay. Hey, if I need a nap, I'm taking that nap. But yeah, I went through, and I want to say I had less than 250 followers, but it might have been less than 300. But it was somewhere in that 250, 300. And that was July 17th. And I just started doing the things that TT wants you to do, that it tells you to do in the little back parts of the creator part. I was doing those things and I didn't even realize that, that's what leveled me up. And then next thing I know, by July 30th, I had over 1,000. It was like, wow. You know how many years I've been on this one and I'm still at 400? Okay, I'm good. So I'm telling the story because it's funny how on that one, my life coaching stuff is flying. And that's why I'm getting called in that people are doing a live, and then they're inviting me not inviting me to watch their live. They're inviting me as a guest to be on their live to talk about the coaching stuff. It's just beyond wild. And there was a creator, we're going to say, I'll make long story short. Yeah, I'm figuring that out. And I thought it was the easier one. It's not. So the thing is, Creator 1 kind of showed up, and this was the early part of July. And I'm kind of just navigating my way around. And it was July 17th when I went, all right, if I'm going to take this seriously, I need to go do the things that, bumping the screen, it makes things shake. I need to take things seriously, so I'm going to go spend time doing the things. Well, I had met Creator 1, and we kind of, I was coming in every day, we would chat, so there was a little bit of a recognition thing. And, chatting in the comments and whatnot. Next thing I know, I get an invite to a live, probably about 2 or 3 days later, to Creator number 2. And I'm following along in this channel, and I'm not seeing Creator number 1 showing up. I just got the invite, and I just went, oh, let me go check this out. Well, what they do is they put you up where what they call pin, so they highlight it. Yeah, it really isn't. But the things I'm learning, I'm going to teach y'all that I'm learning from the other one. I'm going to teach y'all from this one. So what they have is that they call it a pin, and it's a little banner in the middle of the screen because the chats are kind of going, this way and scrolling up. So they mark it, pin it so that people can read it, and then they go make friendships with this person so that you are on each other's besties is the word they use, because you can't use the FOLOW words. And it's to the point that people are now getting dinged. You can't even say the name of TT. It gives you a violation on your channel if you're live and other things. And it then makes it blocks all your comments from it. It's weird how when you get into their little, jail system of stuff. It sure is. Last year I did the 12 days of Christmas, so I recorded 12 videos ahead of time so they would start on 12/1. I need to get busy. Yes, we do. We've got Halloween we need to do that for, and we've got fall we need to do that for, and then we got the Christmas thing we need to get to. So I'm going in and I'm following person number 2, and I'm getting people that are, adding me, and then next thing I know, I'm finding other places I'm getting. And I found this one. So creator number 2 is kind of calm, plays, upbeat, contemporary music and whatnot. And it's all, oh, thank you. And, it's the creator's personality is more mild. Then I found this other one that it's, come on, people, let's go. Da, da, da. And she's like a drill sergeant and an aerobics instructor. She is just wild. And you're like going, okay, I can only be in that room about 30 minutes because it's just the energy of the stuff. The room is going so fast. She's got hundreds of thousands of people coming through. I'm like going, okay, I'm done. I'll come back in a little bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, that nervous stuff. I've been doing this now 4 years, 5 years. I still get terrified. I still have the TMI. I need a shower after I'm done because I get to where I'm, nerves are still there. And I'm an introvert, and I don't like talking in front of crowds. So I can do this because there's nobody here to see me. I see your comments. It doesn't freak me out. If this was like me being on stage in front of people, nothing would come out. I just couldn't. Anyway, so quickly in the process of this, I'm now gaining all these people. I'm getting probably 50 to 75 people that are now on my list of what I need to grow my channel every single day, which is how I leveled up. Well, I was chasing that really hard, doing the things that, and I say chasing it because it was like consistently every day. I was spending hours going in there to do that because I really wanted to get this going. So in the process of that, I hit July 30th, I was at 1,003. And one of the creators basically said, oh, well, it'll go down and then you'll get a couple more. So just don't be discouraged if this happens. It didn't go down. It just kept going up. And I'm now almost at 1,400. So we're 2 weeks later. I haven't been trying. I've been going into rooms, and yes, I've been doing the things that I've been doing. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been being pulled into lives as a guest. And one of these creators, creator number 2, I'm going, I can help you. I'm a life coach, because the things that she's saying, I'm like going, you are not talking in a way that is going to help you do the things you want to do. Sorry, life coach grandma comes out. Yeah, you started in the training wheels of FB that got you it gave you the experience to then do this platform. Totally. That I have been doing other things, and that's kind of, yeah, when you what was it? So work on Halloween videos soon. I still have to get back to school videos together for my, yeah, see, and it's all the ideas and all the things that we're doing that it takes time. What I'm going to say, Carla, I know Melissa's got it down, but don't overthink it. Don't look at what Melissa and I are doing and try to recreate. I mean, here's my advice, not to say don't do what we're doing, because we don't want you to be competition. Don't look at what we're doing to do things the way we're doing it. Do it your way, how you want to do it, that lights you up. Okay, don't feel like you have to do it in a certain manner or a certain style. Put your spin on it. And to be honest, don't worry about the editing, because the one thing I've learned when it comes to this platform is you want to figure out the story you want to tell. When you are filming the video, what is it that you want to convey in that message? So decide what you want for it to look like when people are going to be scrolling through. And I'm still struggling with this myself. I have figured out, partly, I've been doing this on my phone. I now have figured out how I can get my laptop to work, because Dingy Me lost the cord to charge it. So it's just been sitting in a drawer. I figured out how I can get it charged, and I can use it, and I can go back and re-edit my videos. But basically, all the advice says, don't worry about your thumbnail, worry about your title. What it is that you want it to say, then figure out what the title looks like, and then figure out how you're going to film that for people. And that's what's going to get you the views. Yes. Yes. That you do sound a little like her. And it has to do with the twang and the drawl, and there's nothing like that's wrong with that. I listen to it. Hubster comes home, and why are you talking like that? Because I start to sound a little like you. Because I have had relatives that had those accents, and from an early age in my adulthood, I was embedded with that. So I'll get on the phone with a customer service person, and next thing he'd be looking at me going, "Who'd you talk to today?" Yeah, and I'm not great at the titles because I'm looking at to me, and here's my logic. Take it. So I get it. My logic is wrong, but my logic is when I wanted to go find a box because I wanted to go look at the video for that specific month for that specific year. I'm doing the searching and I can't find it. I'm getting all the different years of all the different places, and it takes me forever to find the one I want. So I name my title so that you can figure out when you're looking at it, and you know what month, what year, what box, I'm putting all the details in. But I figured out I need to go update all that, and I figured out how I can fix my laptop to make it work, and I'm going to go re-edit everything. Yeah. It is. And the hard part is I'm one of these people is like, oh God, I got to figure out a password. I have to figure out a new email. I don't know what to do. Okay. And this will clue you in. Back in the day, Carla, that's okay, Lisa. We still love you. I don't have a draw anymore unless I'm around something that will, like, Eliza Doolittle and Henry Higgins. I hear accents, I hear things. And I had to normalize my speech because when I was very young, I would get stop, slow down, I can't understand you, start over. And my grandfather and other people would be like, my grandfather was the one that would do it the most because he couldn't catch anything. I wasn't around enough other people enough all the time for them to be saying it, but the other people outside of that would be da da da. Because I would get excited wanting to talk to other people because the people that were around me all the time didn't. And so it would come out so fast that at times people would be like, what language is she speaking? I'm speaking English. What? Okay. Hi, Ariel. How are you? Don't worry about how long it is. Okay. I will tell you. Here's the funny thing. Let's see. I missed something. I've been doing all the info for my description on Word on my laptop and then edit after the live because I go on live on my phone. Yeah, that I save it in a document and then transfer it over later as well. I sound like my mom did, and a lot of times I would answer the phone and my grandmother and other people would think I was her. And my daughter sounds a lot like me. So there's something in the family, in the genes, that we all have a very similar sounding voice. But I literally had someone yesterday or the day before actually didn't believe I was as old. They're like, well, you're a grandma, but you could just be a young grandma. And I'm like going, no, I'm old. And he was like, oh, you're probably a grandma, but you're the same age as us, like in your 40s. And I'm like going, okay, I have a 42-year-old child. So it would be a little hard for me to have a child that's in their 40s if I was 40. I'm like, it's like, hello, boomer age. And he goes, no, you can't be in your 60s. Try again. Because I don't sound old enough? Please, Lord, help me understand this. I get it. Everyone goes, you sound so young. Well, that's because I'm going to live to 150. Yeah, don't worry about your video length time. And the reason I'm going to say that is right when I moved here, I was in the other unit. We were on property, but living in a different unit. 2 weeks later, we got this one. So somebody asked me a question, and I really didn't have my whole setup. I didn't have anything in the other place. So I'm just sitting at the table with a piece of paper. Lined paper is all I had. I didn't have my table. I didn't have supplies. I had one box, and that was, the plate and the polish that I brought with me because it had just been delivered right before we moved, and I had to wait till I could unbox it. Somebody asked me a question. I just went on to talking about answering that question about polish and about life, and it just kind of came out of me. It was an hour and a half. Do you know how many views I got on that one? Yes, I hope I say this right, Melissa. The Appalachian roots are strong within you, and that heritage matters. Did I do it justice, or did I muck it up? Oh, thank you, Ariel. I'm excited that you're here. I love all the people that come and do. I do nails, but a lot of times I end up yakking about stuff more than I do the nails. But there you go. You're more than welcome. I do Maniology. I'm not sure if you are if you're aware of who they are. Maniology is the stamping company. Several of us are ambassadors for the group. I get their monthly subscription box and all the fun stuff, and I talk about the things that are going on with the company, as well as my entire life and everything else, and all the fun stuff that I'm trying to do. And eventually, I do tutorials, and I have all kinds of videos on my channel that explain anything and everything. So if you need something, let me know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we like Dev. We could listen to Melissa and watch paint dry. Hey y'all, hi Flawless. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, don't overthink the time of your video. Just do the video. If you bring you to the video, if you are doing your version of how you do it. And this is the reason why I started my channel in the first place, because I'm watching everybody else do their videos and I'm still going, yeah, but you didn't answer my question. See, in my mind, I get the box and I'm going, all right, what am I supposed to do with this? So I watched the videos, I watched the unboxing, I watched the images because, hey, I wanted to see what box I was going to be getting for the month. You know what I mean? This is before I realized I wasn't getting the email on the preview. So I'm like going, I want to know what's in the box. I want to know what's in the box. So I'm over here trying to scope out for things. And then, how do I use the items? I mean, seriously, when we watched on the 23rd, when Deb was doing this, I thought this was a solid thing. Let me show you here. This literally is incredibly okay. This is an incredibly, let me turn the light on so you can see because it got dark. Where's the little button for it? This is an incredibly powerful magnetic bead. And these are held together as a bracelet because of the energy that is in those. I don't know where they got them from, but I want more. It's like, okay, so this is not metal. They're not sticking to that. Where's my other tray? Can you hear that? This is a seriously wild bracelet, and I want more. Because you don't have to do anything to this puppy. It's hello. But they didn't explain that. They go, oh, you can do it. and she took it off, but the way she was undoing it, she did it off camera. She didn't show us that it came apart, but the way that she did that little flower thing, I was like, okay, how'd you do that? And again, Carla, I've got videos that are over an hour that I didn't intend for them to be an hour. There are times where I think I'm going to do a video for 15, maybe 20 minutes. They're 45. Let it be what it is. Share. Okay. How you do this is that you have to, in your mind, imagine who you're talking to. You have to create the viewer, one person you are talking to. You are going to explain everything to this one person. How old are they? What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are their preferences? You can make this person be whatever you want them to be. And when you're doing your video, you're not filming to a crowd. You're not talking to, when you're doing your video, to all of the Maniology people or the YouTube people. You're talking to that one person, and you are going to do your display of your art to that one person and explain what you have to explain. Ariel, I'm glad that I'm entertaining you, because I'm an introvert, and yes, I have a comedic side, but I couldn't go on stage and to do any of my routines. And I got jokes up the wazoo, but I live in Vegas. If I could get over that stage fright, I've been told by a lot of people that they'd come watch me. I'd have my own residency. That math ain't Marvin. Okay. I don't know what I said it to, but there you go. You let me know. Four. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have that problem with your identical twin brothers, but I'm gonna upset you. Hubster has a twin, and from day one, I've been able to tell them apart. People ask me all the time, "Have you ever kissed the wrong one?" No. Have you ever mistaken them for the wrong? No. When they call me on the phone, I know which one I'm talking to. And oh yeah, by the way, he has 3 other brothers, and they all sound similar. I know who I'm talking to when they answer the phone, and they don't go, "Oh, hi, it's..." No. They just go, "Hey, is he there?" No. Is he asleep? Yeah. And then they're going, "Do you know who this is?" Yeah. Insert name. And yes, the brothers, they would sit in each other's classes and do other things, because there were times that one didn't feel well, or one they would do it more as a prank. They just didn't do it, not to be ornery or mean. They didn't do it very often, but they did do weird stuff like that. And the twin lived with us for a bunch of years. It did not end well. And I'm gonna say, I've talked to a lot of people who have twins, or are a twin, or related to twins. And I'm not sure if you're going to agree with me or not, but I think there's an evil one and a good one, and I married the good one. And that's just my 2 cents. Yeah, it is kind of cool, but it's also not what all it's cracked up to be, at least in my experiences. That's just that. I know. Ariel, cheeky monkey, right? Hello? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carla. There's a story I told everybody, that I injured my hand as a baby, and I still have the scars that are on my hands, and it did mess up my fingerprints a little. And this hand was worse. So I started, my mother said that I was beginning to pick up things, and she suspected I would have been a right-hander. And this is a significance, because she does have a sibling that is a left-hander. So she was aware of that. But then because the bandages came off sooner on this one, I automatically switched. So I'm technically ambidextrous. I can do things with both hands. I frustrate a lot of people. But my handwriting was horrible. Horrible. I would write so that literally on the page, it would be, the letters were, how most kids make letters backwards. I wouldn't make the letters backwards. I would write backwards to the extent that if you picked it up, put it in front of a mirror, then you could read it. My brain was doing oddball things. So at one point, there was a calligraphy kit that I was looking at in one of the stores, and I went, can I get this? Because it was talking about, you know, it could help you, practicing would help you improve your handwriting. And I went, well, it says, and she goes, you want that? And I went, well, if it helps, because nobody could read, I couldn't even read my handwriting. So doing the calligraphy with the ink and the roller ball and the nibs and all the fun stuff, yeah, I had to do that for years. So it comes out in my handwriting. And I now have glass ones. I've gotten back into collecting them. I have the inks. I have the glass pens with the spiral. When I get my stuff organized the way I want it to, because I now have things I can put stuff in to organize. I'm gonna, instead of be doing this, I'm gonna be doing it in the calligraphy. So I said it wrong. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. So did I say it wrong? Appalachian? Not Appalachian. Appalachian. Did I say it wrong? Correct me. Okay, great. You're a maniology fan. I'm happy that you're here. That's good to know. That oh, you did. Okay, good. I'm glad you're here then. You see us on the lives. I'm glad that I can fill the space for, you know, them not being here. So Melissa's from Tennessee. I'm from Vegas. I don't remember where 4 is. I know Lisa's near Melissa. Oops, I set off the cancel. Yeah, I do have other magnets, and I do have other things that I've been playing with and have been experimenting with it, because I have these ones, and I have the ones that I got from I've got ones that I got from other polish that is the eye. It's the acrylic one that you, oh, Melissa, help me out. It's the one that you have to cure, and it comes with the magnets. And then this extra one here, where it's, because this is the one that you get from the ones that come with the polish that I was doing. This extra part, I got these two from Hubster found for me. So I have all the things to play with. I just need to get it situated so I can play. I'm glad that helped you, Carla. Yeah, all those storms and all the people, I really just if you come to Vegas, bring an umbrella, bring a jacket. Even if you don't think it's going to be cold, still bring something, because the wind will, there's a lot of wind here and it's dusty. Bring your masks, because you might not be able to breathe as well because it's very dusty. Bring extra water bottles, because you're gonna, you know, you're gonna want water. Hydrate because it's dry. Bring sneakers, plan your events that if you're going to be doing a lot of walking, you want comfortable shoes. Yeah, I can work on both hands. So this is why I like the fact that I can teach with both hands. Thank you, Ariel. Okay, I said it right. All right. Latchlaki, Appalachian, Appalachian. Yeah, pajamas. Oh gosh, Jesus. If I was in a place where it was cooler weather, I would be in comfortable pajamas. I'm in the tiniest thing I can squeeze my little, happy parts into because, honey, it's, oh my dearest people, you just don't know. It's 80 degrees at 4 in the morning. Yeah, I used to live in the snow, and it was nice living up there. Except, every now and then you would get, when you get snowed in and the stores are shut and nobody's open for a week. Oh, I'm gonna check that one out because we do watch some of the true crime thing. That sounds familiar. That's what I was saying. It sounds from. I don't know why. Okay, Carla, you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. Let me know if I can help you with anything along the way. I'm happy to do that. So, I'm over here trying to be calm in my ness of things because the box is on its way. I got the tracking. I can't wait to have the box. I'm so excited to get the box. I really want the box. You be careful out there and do all the happy things you need to do. I'm just, for me, there will be videos about the box. Melissa's just gonna have to not watch my channel. Yeah, okay, y'all are chatting with each other. That's not a me thing. Y'all chat away, have fun. Yeah, when I get my videos, Melissa's gonna have to wait to watch mine until she gets hers and is surprised by all the things. The only thing I'm gonna say, Melissa, is that I'm a little disappointed in the shades of the colors. They're beautiful colors. You're gonna love them. I know you are gonna just absolutely love them to pieces. I and okay, all right. Um, What tidbits can I share with you about the polish so that I can give you my opinion? Is there anything that you don't want to know about the polish? Do me a favor though. When you get your box, message me. Message me message me on the details. After you open everything up and do what you're going to do, I want to know your opinion. Or you can call me. Because is there texture or shading? Thank you. Texture or shading or any of the details that I can share with you, or do you want to wait to see? Because if you don't want to know, I won't share. I won't give you my opinion. But if there's something I can tell you, I'll just tell you when you call me tomorrow. So I just want to know what you're okay with me Yeah. Okay. To me, the polishes in this box is very similar to the polishes for the Christmas box. They are very light. They're very pale. They are opaque. They are cream. I'm okay with all that, except I wish they were a deeper, darker shade. So there isn't a blue, but let's just say this blue, I wish it was like this instead of being like this. They're more of the pastel cream like this and less deeper. Okay. And they're supposed to have a light pearl shimmer to it. So I'm guessing that the finish on the polish is probably like Frozen. I don't know if you've had Frozen or if you have used Frozen. Frozen had a sparkle to it. I love Frozen. I got extra bottles before they discontinued it. But they are a very, I love the names. Yeah, Frozen. Oh my God. It was the perfect pink with sparkle. Why they discontinued it, I don't know. I guess not enough love. But I'm looking at the fact that um a lot of the ones that they're doing for these special things are coming out in these lighter shades. And sometimes you want a dark one. I mean, it would have been nice because this, it is. Oh yeah, they discontinued it last year. It's gone. Hi, Letitia, how you doing? And they're not dark. They're I love the names. The names are like perfect for the box. It's just that they're not, they're more of an Easter shade, an Easter feel than they, and so yeah, these colors will work perfectly fine for Easter and spring, not fall and Halloween. I would want them. For me, and I'll give you this: if you know about Hail Santa, and there was the green one that came out with it like 3 years ago. Okay, see you later. Have a good time. Bye, Melissa. Thank you for coming. Um, there, because this is 25, 24, 23, 22. I want to say either 21 or 22. Somewhere in there, the deep red and the deep green, you would think they would be like that shade. They're not. And I don't know why. It's like all these shades are coming out super pastel-y. Okay, great. Y'all have whatever you got going on. Um, did I not grab my scraper? Oh, great. I didn't grab my scraper. Well, can't do nails without it. Get on the ball, Grandma. You're falling down. Where'd I hide it? Oh, Lord, love it, duck. What'd I do with all my goodies? I cleaned up. Wild and crazy. There it is. It slid down. These things, I lose them. I have so many of them. Hubster finds them in places and goes, what do you want me to do with it? I'm not, okay, yes, I like the colors. They are pretty. They will work. I am excited to be able to do art with them because I'm sitting here going, okay, I know what I can do with that. My only issue is that they don't work well together. Okay. And I'll show you what I mean. They are not going to work well together. And I can already tell. I'm doing it. And my thing is, you're buying the box, you want to use, here's the grandma math. Okay, you get this box, this month's box, okay? You get the goodies. Here's the polish, right? These two, let's check it out. Because I'm all about show and tell. And sometimes what I say and I think, you know, the words that I'm using don't translate in how well I can better. Can't paint and talk at the same time. How I can better. I'm getting the lines out because I didn't put enough polish to do the one, and I'm seeing streaks. And I know I get people like, you're only supposed to slide it 3. Okay, no, that was because that was what people were trained, and it was because the company didn't want them, you know, swiping on your polish like that doesn't hurt it. Okay, so I have this one that I already did. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do. Let me clean that up a little bit because I left a little too much blue. Squeak, 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 squeak. Because I think these 3 came in a set with the release of a couple of plates back when they did the strawberry one or whatever the case. You love grandma math. Thank you. Yes, it's got to make sense to me. Please, you know, make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I ain't buying. You got to sell me. So I gotta sell you on what I'm talking about. So these shades are cream shades. They are similar to each other. I'm going to stamp. Now, you tell me, in your opinion, how well does that image show up? Now, if you want it to blend like that, you want it to be subtle and low-key, then we are on point, and I got you. But crazy me, I'm doing my nails. Grandma's a little extra. If I'm going to do my nails, I want people to see my art. I want that puppy to pop. And, you know, if you think I'm wrong, well, okay, you tell me. But if I do this one, gotta find where all my assembly line parts are. Yes, it has to do with color theory, dimension. There's a new word I learned. I knew what the subject was, but I can't pronounce the word. And when I figured out how to say it right, but it has to do with the lighting of what you, and it's the reason why what you see on the website, what you see in the pictures, what they send you with the preview pictures, why it doesn't match, why you're looking at those images, and even when you see it, when they demonstrate it, it still doesn't quite look right until you get that in your puppy in your little hand, and you go, oh, now I see what they're talking about. Then it makes sense. Because it's the lighting of the way that your eye takes in the image, how it refracts itself in, you know, the whole anatomy of things, but how it flips it around with the lighting that you have in the area you're watching it. So it's kind of like that thing that when you see somebody on, you know, a character on a TV series, that person can be in a room, or they can be, you know, in a car or underneath a tree. And when they step out in the sunlight and they have direct sunlight and they're a brunette, and next thing you know, you see all these reds and highlights and blondes and other things sparkling through their hair. Okay, Does it mean they dyed their hair? No, it just means they have the undertones and the highlights that you're not able to see with the lighting when they're on the inside, because it's not giving it the proper hue. So here, these are two beautiful colors. I just stamped one over the other. Do you see the shimmer? Do they stamp well over? Oh, does the silver, which is the polish, it's not necessarily supposed to be stamped, but hey, it works. And it did. It picked it up. It's just very, 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 very faint. Okay, again, if you want the subtlety, hey, I'm happy for you. And there might be days where that's exactly what I want. But in general, no, I want that to pop. So the pearl and anchor one, again, this is a polish, not a stamping polish, but it still stamps. If you do it the other way, so let me get my nail over here. Now, because this is so faint, because this is so light and sheer, and we'll let that dry for a minute. Now, if I come over here and instead of using the pink, I'm going to use the blue. So I have my assembly line going. One dries while I work on the other one. I worked in a warehouse. I worked in a pom-pom warehouse where back in the day, it used to be there were only 4 companies in the entire world, worldwide, not just the United States, the entire world, authorized and licensed that they could make the official pom-poms for the high schools and the NFL and other sports. Only 4 companies, and I worked for one of them. And we made pom-poms and sold them at Toys R Us. Believe it or not. So look at that. Okay, I didn't do a great pickup. I'm just kind of demoing. I'm not really, trying to do the things. But look at the imagery of how over the orange, even though orange and blue really don't go together, that's still an interesting display of color. You're like going, I can see the seashell. It's like, There, so it's like, yeah, we want that bam. I want that bam. So you're kind of looking at this going, do you want subtle? Are we, secretary? Are we going out for the night? You know what I mean? It's whatever you desire you want. Well, I'm looking at this that if I'm brand new to stamping and these are the 2 polishes I get with my plates, how are these going to work together? They won't. I mean, you can do the stamping over each other, but those colors aren't going to be dramatic. And see, the thing is that with the selection we got this month, you can do the blue and do this over the blue and then do the thing. This is a good set because of the dimensions that you can create. And then, so now, okay, it's tacky. I can stamp. So let me go clear this off and I'll show you what I mean. That I did it the other way with the dark blue as the base color and the silver over the top. So you can do it subtle if you want to be subtle. But if you want to be extra, like me and my nails, we got to be extra. I don't girly girl up. I don't, I own 1 pair of shoes. No, 3. I lied. Sorry. I forget about the ones that I don't wear. But I wear the same pair of shoes. They would usually be like sandals or something that I could just plop my feet into. I got a sale because I am with T-Mobile. So if you want to sign up with T-Mobile, by the way, I can send you a code that'll give you a discount or something. I don't know what it does. But hey, I'm just saying it's there. Every time I call, they go, you can share with friends and family. Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying. I like the deals. I get free Netflix. I get free other stuff. It's kind of cool. So now we're going to do this one over the silver. And don't mind my sticking my finger in the polish. But hey, if you want to do it the other way around, it's like this one. Wow, the dimension. Wow, you get the color. Wow, wow, wow. So I don't understand when they're creating the boxes, why they're not creating the boxes so that you can do these. That this is what we get, and this disappoints me. I wish we would get this. You know what I'm saying? That these two colors you can do subtle and oh, sorry, I need to be in the camera frame for you to tell what I'm talking about. But this is subtle, and you know, you can be like mild, and then you can be like extra. And both of these colors go in together the way they go. But I'm opinionated. I'm going to tell you what I think because, hey. And that's my problem. They're, yes, all three of the shades are in the same family. They're in the same, you know, region of things. They're not going to pop off each other. You're going to need to add something else. And I know most of us already do have something else. And if you don't, you can order. But this is a special collection box for a reason. They could have given us, because we got the green, I'm saying the green should have been, the name of it is a vine. Okay, the last 3 or 4 greens we have gotten in the monthly subscription box have been in the same shade. It's been the same, I mean, one is slightly orange and one is slightly yellow, but they're the same family of green. Okay, I'm not a new stamper, and I still want what comes in the box to be something. I don't want to have to go do a color scheme. Okay, no offense to anybody, but Maniology is a business. They talk about color theory all the time. They are selling a product. They should sell the product to not be neutral in give me 3 colors or give me 2 polishes in a box that are same. They should be something that gives you the experience if you are a brand new person, because you're going to get the same level if you're an experienced person. Because I can't tell you how many times I've gotten people in my lives that have said, oh, I would have never thought to use those colors because I understand color theory. Where I was sitting here in one of the things I did about this box, and where was it? I was just kind of going, okay, let me do a stamp. And I did the pink with the blue. And I think it was Melissa that was saying, oh, I would have even never considered to put the pink with the blue or the orange. But that's kind of cute, ain't it? Even if I do say so myself. That gives you some interesting things that you can do. I get a lot of people that come into my channel, that come into my videos when I've done an unboxing or something, and or in the chats. Hi, Nana, how you doing? That's it. The best bang for your buck. And I'm telling you, I will get people that will come in and go, okay, I'm looking at the box almost every month. There will be somebody in the comments going, yeah, but what do I'm looking at it and I like the images, but I don't know how to make it go together. I've done videos just for the sake of argument of people coming in going, I don't think I like the box and I don't think I'm going to get it. Oh, here, let me show you. Oh, I never thought about doing that. It's help me out here, Nana. When you're doing designs, because you know you do creative things on your channel, on your nails. When you're looking at, so you're saying they need to. That would be nice. Go shoot that idea off. Go send them an email. I'm just saying that we, as you know, the people that play in this arena with getting this stuff, we go to those Tuesday lives because we want people that work with the stuff, that know the stuff, to be able to tell us how to use the stuff. And I'm telling you, there's a couple of times that I've had to email them and go, please explain this to me. But for the most part, I'm looking at this stuff where I'm going, oh, I can take that image and da-da-da-da-da-da. I haven't, for the longest time, probably for like the last year and a half, I've been playing around teaching and showing people things. I haven't been being creative. I'm going to be getting back into that because yes. All right. But for me, I'm going to tell you, if I'm going to draw a person or sketch anything out, it's going to look like triangles and you know that game you play where you guess the letters and you only have so many that you can do, and then the person is, where's my do I have my goodies to write on? You're going to get one of these. This is the best I can draw. I don't draw. I don't draw for a reason. But creative, can I create something at it? You give me something that doesn't matter. I mean, yes. Thank you, Nana. So the thing is that I don't do reality TV. I get super bored. I really get annoyed. I see the things that they do, and I understand it's drama. I understand they're trying to create people to get views. That is not my cup of tea, because I've gone through way too many things that I don't want to play in that arena. Yes, I'll watch a drama, Elementary, Sherlock Holmes. Give me something I can put my teeth into. There was a series a bunch of years ago called Daylight or something like that. There was a well-known actors in it. It lasted for like one season and they canceled it. I'm sitting here going, oh my gosh, but it had to do with the future and the past and things being all connected to other stuff, and something happened. All the good shows get canceled. All the ones that there was another one about robots that was on robots and UFOs. I can't explain it. I'm not doing it justice. I'm sorry. But it was fascinating. The ideas of the things that they led into, the secrets of the people, the things that they knew, that you're just like going, That's my kind of drama, where it's like reading a book. Okay. So I'm over here going, oh, and there's a new series. Where did I put my notes? There's a new one with Keanu Reeves. You got to go watch. It's a new movie coming out. The word is metamerism for color theory. Metamerism. That's the word I have notes in places that I write things down. I stick them to the side, try to figure it out. Oh my gosh. Hey Nana, did you get the box? Are you excited about the box? Is your box on the way? Are you words are hard. I'm stuttering. I'm so excited. Nope. I don't have it. I don't know what the name of it is. It's in my notes. I put my stuff that I was gonna share on my channel. But so I mean, yeah. I write on my little cards and then I stick them in the little spots, and then I go gather everything up and I figure out and put them in order, and then I have a little box where I put them into, and then I go do what I need to go do. My mother used to tape things to the wall. You walk into her house and it would just be like, what is this? So she would have a section on the wall, and there would be this pile that for months she would have the phone bill, and then she'd have the insurance bill, and it'd be on a different spot, and on a different wall she'd have the electric bill. I mean, it was. And you saw the preview, Nana, right? You saw? Did you see the items? Are you in love? Are you excited? Did we hype it appropriately? Too much? Not enough? Tell me. I want to know. What are your thoughts? Oh, you got it? You got it. It's the box of bloom. The welcome to the garden was the theme of garden gnomes, but it's the Maniology box of gloom. So we had the box of horrors, and you can go on the Ubers of the tubers, and there are people that did do unboxings for all of the previous boxes if you're curious. So we had the little box of horrors was the first one, which I missed out because it sold out so fast. I didn't know that they were going to do it. It was like a total shock. Okay, great. Then they had the box of shadows. I got that. I did videos. My videos were crappy because I didn't know how to do videos. At this point, I figured out, okay, now I know what to do better. I can. They have always sold out that fast. Always. They don't. The only one that did not sell out that fast was the previous years. So they had the little box of horrors sold out super fast within hours of the day. The box of shadows, that sold out. That one took longer than the box of horrors, but it did still, I want to say it was about 11 or 12 hours, but it did sell out. So the box of shadows, we had the box of magic. That one took that one they still had some the next day, but it did eventually sell out. The box of magic last year, no, box of night, excuse me. The box of night last year sold out in about, I want to say 6 or 7 hours. When they came on and were talking about, they said it was like 9 or 10, but I know when it went live, and I know when I saw the post that it had sold out. I want to say it was at about 8 hours. That it was like gone, and they didn't have any extra. This one sold out about 10 or 11 hours. Don't be mistaken. Guyleen said it sold out in 15 minutes. It didn't sell out in 15 minutes. That's. I'm not thrilled with the garden part of it either, with all the flowers. I like the images on it. Okay, I wish it would have been more of a gothic Bela Lugosi, the antique of Halloween, because they were kind of doing a lot of the nostalgia stuff. So I was really hoping that they would do Frankenstein and the Mummy and Frankenstein and the Mummy and the bats and the cathedrals. They did cathedrals last year, but they were lacy, and a lot of people didn't like all the lace. So I want them to do the cathedral Gothic, more of the, and not super scary. I know that you like the that you're the ghost chaser, and there's a series for you. I saw something I wanted to turn you on to, Nana. When I remember what it is, I will message you on that. Whatchamacallit, but the tombstones and the the hand coming up from I want it more of the Abbott and Costello meets the Frankenstein and the vampire. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's super cutesy, because I don't like the horror terror parts of it. I just wanted it to be more Halloween. This one is a lot. Yes, they will have 100 more boxes that will be arriving in September, and they actually will have more than that, because here's my math, and here's what I know, and here's what I know to be true. When Maniology gets the monthly box, they have in their order, they have a number of people that said, yes, I want the box. They have other people that said, I have the box, I'm not getting the box, or my subscription's on pause. In my opinion, and I have not had this confirmed 100%, but this is my guess based on the things that they have shared over the years. So they take all the subscribers, and I want to say it was about 4 years ago, somebody somebody asked them for the box, because the box of the previous year sold out so fast. They were going, okay, are you going to have enough boxes? And what they told us is, well, at that time, they had 4,000 subscribers. And they said, oh yeah, we ordered double. So that year, 8,000 boxes sold out in 8 hours. Hello. So at this point, I think they take the numbers of the subscribers and they go, okay, we're going to order extras for the box. And they do order extra just in case somebody's box doesn't show up. It gets lost in the mail, it gets damaged, whatever the case. They have a buffer amount that they hold on to make sure that they can account for other things that are, out of their control. So then those boxes go on sale on the website. Well, not enough people were coming in to buy those boxes. And I think a lot of people were having issues with the exclusivity of it. Oh, good grief, I'm sorry. And, times are tough. They're opening up to people that are willing to buy. Okay, great. So in the process of this, let me try to get back into frame. I'm going to mess things up. So in the process of things, when they get the special boxes like this box, I know that they order a bunch and they have some set aside as a buffer to make sure that the shipping goes okay. So where they're saying, oh, we have a small order that's 100, I think they have more than that. I think they have others that they're holding back to make sure everybody got their box, in addition to the fact that they told us they got 100 boxes, so they're going to go sell them to 100 people. Okay, great. Well, they also need to have some on the website because they're going to, how do I put this? Later on in September, October, they're going to release the other items that are in the boxes. So why wouldn't they order all the extra goodies? The exclusive items, maybe not so much, but they do tend to, at some point, give out those exclusive items as a free gift if you buy something during a warehouse sale or something. So I know as a business sense, because I've worked in enough businesses, I've been privileged to enough information. I've studied business management and how to run a business, and I have been in management positions of things, and I have an odd way in my brain that there are terms for it, but all those fancy words for the things that. And I think a lot of the reason the way my brain works the way that it did is because I had that injury, because I am ambidextrous. My brain processes information way different than the rest of the world. And it's kind of scary because there are things that I go, yeah, that makes sense. And people are like, how do you understand that? I don't know. I just do. But for me, as a business, they have to order extra things to be able to account for stuff. So I don't think it's just going to be 100. I think they're going to have more than that. And I also think they're going to have another giveaway. They usually do at some point for other stuff. So, again, I'm just thinking, I think like a person, not a consumer. I think in ways of business management and how is it you're going to make the people happy. The way I do the things on my channel, to show the stuff that I show, to teach the things that I know, is because I wasn't seeing it out there in any of the stuff. I love Guyleen. I watch her stuff all the time. She puts things in a different perspective that I go, oh, okay. I get to see it, her do it, and then, oh, all right, that makes sense. But I'm already, when I get the preview for, on the 20th, I'm looking at the pictures and I'm going, all right, those pictures don't do it justice most of the time. It's just my opinion. The lighting and the way that they take the pictures, it doesn't show you the things you can do. But the things that I do figure out, I'm going, okay, I can do that and that and that and that and that, and there you are, and how fun. And then when I see the ladies do what they do, there have been a lot of times where there was shades I'm going, I'm going to hate that color. But then because they're doing it under different lighting, oh, okay, well, that's a little bit, all right. And my opinion is if I hate the color, I'm just going to use it for demo purposes. When I, on the next month's box and going forward, I'm just going to use that because I will take the images and put them on a piece of paper and I'll go, okay, let me show you this. Oh, wait, there's glare. Here you go. Now you can see how it stamps, how the plate stamps, how polish stamps from the image of the thing. Let me show you. So I go off and go do that because I want to be thorough in explaining. If you're going to buy the box, and I'm trying to say, hey, I think you should get the box. It's a wonderful thing. I think you'll like it. And you can do this. And then people go, oh, yeah. Hubster says I can sell frozen products to people who live in the snow. And I usually have. But at the same time, I've worked for companies that they did things, and then I come in and go, we're going to redo this. I've rewritten manuals. I've created manuals where they didn't exist before. I don't know how other people did the job when they didn't have things written down, but there you go. So I did a whole, for one company, I did their the department I worked for, because I was the head person of that department. I literally had binders. Probably, like, when I left, I probably had like 20 binders of, this is how you handle this. This is, if you have a question, this is who you call. If you need more information. I mean, literally the entire job was. So, and it's just because my mind works in a way that I can see, reverse engineer. I understand how to do X, Y, and Z. Let me put this together. I have in me the innate ability and skills to teach. I'm a trained life coach, so I can understand how, there you go. Might as well make it work for me. But yeah, at any job I worked at, I'm going to be honest. They would go, and yes, in my youth, I did work for McDonald's. Would you like fries and that? I hated saying those things. So you know what? I would go in and go, good grief, me and my feet today. I would go in to the people in charge and go, do I really have to say those words? Do I have to say it exactly like that? At all of my jobs, that, if there was something we were supposed to increase the participation of the clients with, do I have to do it that way? Well, you can do it whatever you way as long as you get it done. Okay, great. So I put my own spin on it. I was usually the top person of stuff, because if you want people to get it to be engaged, you have to give them the knowledge and the information. And I will tell you, a confused mind won't buy. There you go. That's one of the things I learned, selling 101. So, and again, I don't do stick figures. I can't draw to save my life, but you give me these images and I can have fun. Anyway, I have been here 2 hours. It is 3:55. I do have another event to do in about 30 minutes. If you want more, I can stick around and show you more of this box. Does anybody know what you're doing with the Rue Haven Bound? Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Nice to see you. This one is one of the plates that has extra negative space. This one as well. Do you understand? Do you want pointers on how to use those before I go? Because there are a lot of negative space images on the new plates in the box of gloom that have extra negative space. I'm grabbing a different shade. I have time. I have time. I can do it. That's why I offered it, because people are going to have questions. I know it. I know it. I want to find a dark one that will show up. Okay, so this one is Viper. I'm not sure if Viper's there anymore. Shattered, I think, has been discontinued. Okay, I will show you now, and I will be doing videos on that for you, because I already knew I was going to need to, because there's a lot of them on a lot of the plates. All of the plates have something to do with that. So if you're going to do stamping on any of the, I turn them because it's the way you scrape. It's the way you do things. So I'm going to give you a couple of pointers on this, in that so is you're going to give it not so much a flooding, but you're going to give it a full brush, a full slathering, however you want to call it, of the polish. And you are going to hold, I'll come back to how you're going to hold your scraper, and you're going to pick up, and then you're going to get your images. And voila. Yes? If you have one with a lot of negative space, so going over here, how you hold your scraper card on the plate. When you are doing a standard image, you, I don't understand. To me, someone says, oh, do it at a 45 or a 90-degree angle. I'm just going to say you're going to be at your angle. And to be honest, the best way to hold your scraper, because when you hold it this way, you are putting pressure in the middle and it bows. So you're going to get, especially for beginners, until you get the rhythm of it, till you get the feel for how you can scrape, how you hold on to this. Newbies tend to hold really, really tight because you're white knuckling it. So when you scrape, you're going to be at an angle. Let's put it this way so you can see it. And make sure. You're going to be at an angle that is taking the edge and going across. And the thing is, you want the weight of this. If you're holding it this way, you are just dragging, what did I get there? Tape that won't go away. If you're doing this and the weight of this and you're just dragging it across, it's just literally the pressure of this. That's the best way to scrape everything, if you can get the feel for that. But that's absolutely how you need to do it for the ones with negative space. You really are not taking off the polish. You're just kind of leveling it out. You're not whereas this one, they call this a scraper, because you're scraping off the excess that's going into the grooves. This one doesn't have a whole lot of grooves. When it has more of the negative space, there's no groove for it to go to. So all you're doing is making it flat. Does that make sense? Gentle, gentle. Digging out. Yeah, no digging out. So it's basically like, hi, little puppy. How you doing, little puppy? I like you, little puppy. Yes, you are absolutely being baby gentle. Or you're the oldest sibling to the brand new newborn. Hi, I like you. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to go and we're going to, I'll do this one because it has more images to it. So, and it has a lot of negative space. So same thing. You're going to fill this up. Whereas this, what I tend to do, and this is just my little trick that makes things easy, is that as I'm undoing it, I swirl the inner stem against the inner outer part of the bottle so that it comes off and it's not dripping, because you get a lot of drippage from this and that will mess you up. So that then when I pull stuff out, I have just enough that I need on the brush for the standard. When you are doing this, the same thing with negative space, you are going to do the swirl, and then you're going to go back in and you're going to get extra. You want a full amount of polish, okay? And then what I found is I like to swiggle sideways on all of the images, because then you get the polish going to the places when you're trying to, you know, swipe and do those things, mucks you up a little bit. So again, sideways, you're just going to lay this down as gentle as possible and go across. You can see, you know, just a little bit of pressure. You can see that you got that evenly done. Now we're going to pick up. Too much polish. Okay. Hey, we got it. Because you don't want to scrape off all the extra polish. This is not wet. That's why it didn't stick. This is dry. And I do it so frequently to the point that I don't do it slow enough that most people notice I'm doing it, till I slow down and go, hey, this is what I did. I've been doing this long enough that and don't worry about wasting the polish. You're not wasting the polish. If you go through and you mess up and you got to paint it again because you didn't put enough, you're wasting the polish. So put a little bit more than you think. If you, and you will get a feel for it as you do this more often. I mean, how new to the stamping are you? 1 month, 6 months, a year, 2 years? Stumbling along and I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I kind of got it, but are we a newbie or intermediate? I got a few skills. I have no idea what I'm doing. All of the above. Okay. So you got some experience and you can do pretty good on your own. You just need to fine tune it a lot more, because you got it. You can hold your own, but you want to get better at it. Exactly. When I'm not thinking about it and I'm not slowing it down, it's like boom, boom, boom. And I had somebody on one of my lives that comes in and goes, I can't get it to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then I go like this, and they go, why can't I do that? Honey, I have been, oh my dearest, I've been at this for so long. Please, just here's the steps that you do. So yeah, and I have my days. I will tell you, there have been days I've been live here. Exactly. That Melissa and the other people can tell you. Muscle memory. Yes, I've been doing it so long. I was doing it so long, and okay. I have been doing my own nails for decades. Like over 5 decades, maybe more. I'd have to go and actually do. I don't like doing math. I'm just hairballing it. So I have been doing my own nails and doing my own French nails freehand for the better part of 50 years. Because I had to. Because we didn't have plates. And fun fact, I was a child model. I did the runway for fashion in my local area. So no, I wasn't a famous model, but I did all of the national chains in my local area. And I did that till I was 18. Hey, Melissa, glad you're back. I have something for you. Remember I was saying that I was doing stuff on the other TT place? Well, here's a couple of things I think you're going to like. I'm going to pause my story for just a minute, Ariel, and I'll jump back. I found a pack of these that is less than $10, and I was going to show you, and I have another item that I think you'll be interested in. So basically, I kind of want to drink my tea. So basically, this is a can opener so that you don't bust your nail. Because how many times do we bust those nails, and why do we bust those nails? So this one has and I had to figure this out. There was no video. It just showed up on my feed of things, and I went, I need those. And I was trying, because on their shopping section, there's a lot of times that it's like you need to add something extra to get the free shipping. And the free shipping is more than adding something that's like a $2 item. And that's kind of what this was. So I want to say it was like $6, but I needed to add, the shipping was going to be $20 if I didn't add. So it was worth it. But anyway, so you have this edge. I don't know if you can see this little flapper. It doesn't move, but it's like a little piece that extends out. So you take this part and slide it under there to get this to be raised up enough. Then you turn it around and it slides in, and voila! And if you find me on TT, this is in my showcase, you can go buy them. And that's why I put them in there, because people with nails, you need these things, right? It's $5.99 plus whatever. I think this is free shipping, but I added it because something else needed to be done or whatever the case. And then, you get to, excuse me. I needed liquid. I hadn't had anything to drink. So this is, the only thing is that on TT, I'm still GrandmaMiMZi Says, but it's at the end of says. So it's all one word, where on this channel, I'm GrandmaMiMZi, one word, second word says, S-A-Y-S. On the other channel, my handle is all one thing, as far as all lowercase, GrandmaMiMZi Says, but at the end of, it's not an S, it's a Z, like zebra. So I got this. Now, the other fun thing, I was going to tell you this before you left, but you left and I went. And then we got to talking about other things, and there you go. This is, I want to say, less than $20. I want to say it's like $14, $15. It's kind of pricey for, I don't like spending money for things that are over $20. I'm frugal. I am not, if I don't got to spend it, I'm not. You have this. Hi, Robin. I've been here 2 hours, Robin. I'm about ready to go. But you push the button, and then the dog no barky. So it's got a light that if you push this button, it's a flashlight. But if you push this button, it's got a trigger over here where you can change the frequency. So it's got 3 levels that when you push this button, it makes a sound, and the doggy no barky barky. I've had it one day. And when I pick it up and go, do you want me to use the clicker? She's like, oh. So, unfortunately, I wish it did. But no. Oh, you're fine, Robin. It's you're not late. You are here when you are perfectly meant to be here. We just missed you for the party. And I've been here 2 hours already. Ariel, I'm not kidding. When I find one that works on the kids and the husband, people will know about it. Or I'm going to have to invent it. It works on all my dogs. However, it terrifies Journey. She didn't get any better after a week. I wish I could have used it, but my heart couldn't do it to her. All the dogs stopped though. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah. Well, the only thing I can think of for the other dog is going old school. Pennies in a soda can and put tape over the top. And then when you go smack, they don't like that noise either. I just, for me doing mine, she's stubborn. And I had to, and then we moved and I keep meaning to make one and I just haven't. And I'm to the point that, oh, I'm sorry. Poor puppers. Well, there's the other stuff that, there was a company that I was, how am I going to put this? They were one of those, you sign up and then you get a commission of things. So like, all of the Tupperware and Amway and all that other stuff, what people refer to as a multi-level marketing. I don't think that those companies independently are bad, but I do think they take advantage of the consultants and the people that they sign up. Because generally speaking, you don't get a whole lot of commissions for the enormous amount of sales that you need to generate for all the bells and hoops and whistles that they want you to do. And that's my only thing, is that the compensation that you get, and then the work you have to do into it, you get paid less than minimum wage. So I don't think they play fair, and they take advantage of a lot of people, especially women with kids. And that's my only grief on that. But for the most part, the products that you can get from some of those companies are really good. I've worked for, I've been, I still am, for a bunch of companies that, I'm not going to go out there and sell. I don't have a network of people. I'm not walking the streets. I'm not going to promote it. I just get it so that I can get the goodies and off, Bob's your uncle. I know. Like I said, I'm going to have to invent one. My team, there was a quick story that she wanted to go do something with her friends, go to the movies or something. And I went, well, then I guess you need to be doing all those dishes every week and, every night. You need to be not in here watching TV and playing video games. You need to, when you get home, you need to take care of the kitchen so I can do dinner. And she didn't do it the whole week. It was like, I would get home from work and I'd be like, why aren't the dishes done? She's a big teenage kid that old enough to be by herself to go manage her time and blah, 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 blah. So, oh, that's interesting. I did do a notification. I actually posted and said going live in about 30 minutes. So I don't know the social of the medias of the things. They are all being very wonky and wild, and none of them are working right like they're supposed to be. I'm just saying. I wish I had another way that I could go, hey, Robin, I'm going live. I would put you all in a group and go, hey, I'm going live. Hey, maybe I should create a group to do that on the FB page, and then I can put a notification in there, and Melissa can go say, hey, I'm going live, and Nana and all the people that do the things, and then the people that want to watch the lives, we all can have all of us be in one group. You want me to do that? Well, that would explain that. Nope, Maniology is not going to be going live except for the 23rd, and I want to say like the 24th or something, that the Tuesday or whatever after that, they're doing it like at the end of the month. So for the next week, it's all me. Gosh, I've been knocking things in. See, I told you I'm all wound up, wound for sound. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Whatever you like. So she comes in and goes, so I can go to the movies. I'm going with my friends, right? I went, no. She went, why not? I told you I was going to go with my friends. And I told you you were going to do your chores. And guess what? You didn't do that. So I guess if you really wanted to, you should have did your chores. You ain't going. And this child stomped her foot. Now, mind you, I had this is 20 some odd years ago. I had one of those, the best that you could get, HEPA filter vacuums, bagless. I mean, this puppy could take the chrome off your bumper. I don't do well with certain things, and I'm not I don't like vacuuming, but damn it, excuse me, I would be with that thing on my floors. I didn't have that much carpet, but you bet that thing was done. And if it wasn't me, it was one of the kids doing it. And it was set so that no matter what they did, it wasn't going to not pick up the dust. But, you know, in carpets, in apartments, there's always things you can't quite get because other people live there, and it's in the carpeting, it's in the padding, blah, blah. So she stomped her foot so hard, I swear there was a dust cloud. And if I didn't know better, I saw steam coming out her ears. She stomped so hard and spun around and went back on her thing because it was like, but why can't I go? And this, that, and everything. I'm like, because I told you, I hate you. Good. That just means I'm doing my job right. Oh, that kid was not happy. Off she went. So yeah, when you tell them things that, no, so you can use that for the teenagers. Hey, GrandmaMiMZi says, I'm doing my job right. And if you really want, I'll do a coaching call with the kids. I will make them cry. And I don't mean that it's my goal to make people cry. I mean, I ask questions and I give them information and I go, well, you know, and then they go, yeah. We were missing you too. I'm sitting here going, where'd Robin go? I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday that Maniology is not. Only that one Thursday that I didn't feel well because I needed a nap. And oh, that was a good nap. So I took my nap. But I'll let you know. You're lucky. My kids are good kids. And if the thing is it, you know, I'd pick them up from daycare or other people's houses or whatever, you know, play dates. They'd be like, so did they behave? Oh, they were angels. They were, and I'm like going, wish they'd be that way at home. Because they like to give me sass. Well, you know, the mouth just, and you're like, just get in there and go do it because I said so. I was a monster. Oh, okay. I was not. I was too terrified. My mother threatened me with all kinds of stuff that, heaven forbid, and I knew she would do it. She didn't play around. So I was in trouble for things I didn't even do wrong. I'm telling you. I got in trouble for the stuff my sister did. And she was younger. So there's that. I understand. I totally can get, yeah, I should have been a monster, but I wasn't. That's why I am the way I am. Because, hey, I was raised, I had to be a goody two shoes. But you bet your butt I listened to Korn and Disturbed and Raw and Nine Inch Nails. And yeah. My musical tastes are a little on the wild side. I just don't do mosh pits. No, never did. But at the same time, I like Pink. I love her music. So I have a very wide Gary Debussy for classical, and I listen to some country. I listen to a lot of stuff. Hello, Motown and the Jacksons. I mean, my God, my musical tastes are kind of like all over the place. Like me. Um, if I were to get my box, would you guys want me to do nails from the box of gloom? You mean you're not already planning to do content creation of the box of the nails like you do for Christmas? I already have it mapped out in my head how I'm gonna film my unboxing. I'm gonna show people what came. I don't care if it's sold out. I don't care if they have to wait till September for the extra boxes. I'm gonna showcase my box. I'm gonna act as if my box is PR. I'm gonna do it upright, and then I'm gonna come back and do art with it for days. So, yeah, do the box, create the content. Hello. Melissa, I can understand your the I can understand what you went through because of what the things I went through with my kids. And you know, part of that history that other people interfered and created problems where there didn't need to be. And so that fuels when you have kids that are, you know, coming into the different stages of their growing years, and when they get into teenagers, they were just not pleasant. My kids were good kids, but the home life was a struggle. And so I was also married to someone that was bipolar, who denies it and basically says it. I was sitting in that room when the doctor said bipolar, then comes back after a divorce. It's not bipolar. It's a borderline personality disorder. I don't care what you call it. You were. And I'm very close to someone that I love dearly that is a major part of my existence. That she will always be a part of my life. She's bipolar. She has her days, but I love her to pieces. So at this point, from my experiences, I can only imagine. And yeah, that's just. Oh, I listen to all kinds of music that is just. I can kind of fit in a lot of places. Now the thing is that I can deal with some types of rap music. There's others that just they step on a nerve. It's like nails on the chalkboard. I can't do that. And there are certain bands in the heavy metal rock band that I just like. No, I I, I don't I don't do those. Certain bands that I the no. So I have my places where I pick and choose, and I'll tell you. Oh, let me do that while I'm here. I'm gonna. Well, Melissa, whatever you think that is your style, use the box to your advantage or not. However that you feel that you want to share it, create the content. That's just my. Yeah, those mental disorders are not. Yeah, some of the rap is way negative, but at the same time, some of it's kind of catchy, and there you go. Um, so let me go tap on the things and let me find you on this. Nope, nope, nope. Why is it not? I don't know. Something weird. Huh. Let me. Aha, I figured it out. Oh my goodness. I figured it out. You know that thing with technology when you go, oh, let me tap on that and make it work? I made it work. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Don't sing. Y'all don't want to hear me sing. Hey, I was in the choir on the church and the in high school. And only reason I did that because I had people standing in front of me, and nobody had to hear me sing. Yeah, I wish they would make it be less of a struggle. Down with the sickness. I love your granddaughter. Yeah, because she can feel the vibrations of it. I'm sure she loves it. Oh my gosh. Yes, but see, the thing is that with Disturbed, I don't know if you've heard, but they did The Sound of Silence, and they did what was the they did a cover of Phil Collins, the In the Air Tonight. Oh my gosh. If you have not heard those, you need to go find those. Those are, oh my gosh. You like bluegrass? I can take it for a little bit. I like it. And the and what's the one with that's the oh vertig vita selecta guido. You know what I'm talking about. It's not vertigo. No 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 no. Squeaky squeaky. No, no. That one that's fun for about 20 minutes, and then you go, I got a headache. Give me, I'm done. Yep, those are fun musics. Those fun musics. Oh my gosh. Yes, Steve Harry. I know that the Sound of Silence when uh, Garfunkel and what was the other one, when they did it was just like the most amazing song. But Disturbed did a cover of it, and they did it justice. It is loving, touching is yeah yeah yeah. Their version of the Sound of Silence is, what's the phrase? Chef's kiss. Oh my goodness! And then the Phil Collins song. Uh, if I need to, I can send you links to them. Ah, yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. Oh, the version that they did, classic. Love it to this day. I will listen to it on on a regular basis. But the Disturbed version will blow you away. I mean, oh yeah, and In the Air Tonight, again, Disturbed did it. It will blow you away. I have it on. I have on my Miss thing that if you say the words, she wakes up and talks to you. um, that whatchamacallit, there's a playlist in my plan that if you're on Prime and you want to listen to music from the Prime categories, it's more like now they've shifted to the Spotify or the Pandora or whatever. You got to listen to commercials, and they play in the order. Everything's on a playlist. So even if you create your own playlist, they play songs randomly. If you go to select the song that you want, you don't get to pick the one that you want to listen to. It'll eventually play. I am not happy with the whole process. Hi, Jane. Hi, Bailey. How you doing? I'm still here, believe it or not. 2.5 hours later. Anyway, but they have it set up that you can pick one that you can listen to directly. And at one point, I got a message that said it went away, but I'm still could pick the songs that are in that playlist, and it'll play those songs, and those songs are in that playlist. It's a wild playlist because it's got everything on it, and yeah. Oh yeah. He's the Shape of You is my favorite one he did. Something about Chinese food and na 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 na. I know I do it. I know I don't do it justice. I'm not. I'm not. I don't sing by myself. Now, if you put me with someone else, I can harmonize. I can, on my own, I cannot sing to save my life. But if I'm singing with somebody, then I can find the pitch that they're at and I can resonate with it in an amazing way. So there you go. This is why I don't sing. So speaking of which, I'm winding down on my steam. I've been so wound up for so many days in anticipation of this box. The adrenaline fueled junkie that I was yesterday in buying the box. The anticipation of the items coming in the box that we will not. Yeah. And in my heyday, I could sing from the very low alto, almost a bass range, all the way up to a second soprano. So I have a wide range, but I don't sing so much in that capacity anymore because I'm not in any choirs where I need to be doing it. So it does take me a little bit. I got to warm up to get to those high notes. And there's some high notes I can't get to. I'm like, how do those people reach that? Because, I'm over here going, ah! Yeah, I'm the same way, Bailey. If I'm singing by myself, it's like off key and horrible. But you put me next to someone else who can sing, and I do an amazing job. I don't know why. I can't figure out the concept of that. It's doesn't make any sense to my mind. It doesn't math for me. If I can sing with other people, why can't I sing by myself? I can't. I'm tone deaf. It's like anyway. So yeah. I'm a little tired. It's been fun. Uh, I'm going to be wound up for the next couple of days waiting on my box. It's going to be here real soon. I'm so excited. I already know what I want to do with the box. I'm going to have so many videos coming out. I'm getting my money's worth on my channel. Because, again, there are certain elements that I'm not thrilled with because Melissa's here, so I'm going to be cryptic because she wants to wait till she gets her box to see what's in the box. So she knows nothing other than what we talked about last week, where I guessed, and I guessed really good. I was like Sherlock sleuthing. I knew what was in the box. You're dizzy? What are you trying to fix? I was not thinking I thought, man, I spent this money and it's just going to be going on my channel. I'm going to use the products. I'm going to share the stuff. I really thought I was going to hate this box. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, Bailey, if you need help, you know where to find me. So I really, because they were talking about a garden, and I'm looking at this going, yeah, there's a garden and there's a mushroom. I am not going to be thrilled with this one because I've seen the things that they do when they have gardens, and it's just there's the elements in it are okay. I like leaves, but I don't like the whole plate to be nothing but leaves. You know what I'm saying? And I have, and I say that only because Osh, I'm sorry about my feet again. I only say that because in a lot of the subscription boxes there was like a plant lover one and a couple of others that it was like every other month we were getting, it was like leaves and flowers with leaves and just more leaves and things that, would go with other leaves. And I'm done with the leaves. So when they go garden, I'm going, okay, I'm going to hate this box. I just know I'm going to hate this box. So I'm just sitting there when they showed us what was on it. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. I can use that. Okay, that's kind of cute. Oh, and Melissa, I will tell you. Yeah. I will tell you that the images you're going to have fun with on one of the plates. Um, I'm going to film you something. Then I'm going to send it to you to watch after you open the box. Because I can't wait to tell you all the things I want to tell you. So I'm going to film something and then I'm going to go, here you can watch this. So, and again, the colors they're too Easter-ish shades. They're not deep enough for Halloween for me. I would rather them to be, a darker hue of the shades that they picked. And being that the names that they picked for the shades, they really should have been darker. But there's that. The Bloom Revival. Yeah, see, again, the thing is that on the plates that we get every month, I'm looking at these going, okay, I can work with that. And there's usually about 4 or 5 of the images that I really like. And the rest of it, it's like, but I make it work. I can, hello, I can tweak anything. And I have enough plates that I can go, oh, I can go take this plate with this one and go do this one. And I did a mani at one point where I had like 10 different plates. I did one piece of one part of the art from one plate that I intermixed with 3 or 4 different images from a different plate. And I did all of 10 of them with those 10 plates, but I only used like one image because it was like, I can use it. Yeah, I can puzzle out stuff. So that's where I was working on stuff for that. So there you go. But oh yeah, I'm going to be filming videos for days that I'm going to be putting up on all my channels and sharing and entertaining people on the TT page and yeah, doing my best to share things on the IG page. And well, y'all going to get me here doing the things I always do here. So I will be back on Thursday. And guess what? I'll be doing on Thursday is the box. So in case in case you haven't had a chance to play with yours, in case you don't know what to do with yours, in case you want to see more things, that's what I'm going to be doing on Thursday. I will be getting the box, and I will be playing with it because it will be here by then. Hopefully, fingers crossed, according to the tracking. So I'm going to be, and I even told Husker, I said, for the next week, I'm going to be all up in this box. He goes, I know. Okay. I also have a hint, because a lot of things that people are talking about, even Guyleen, are like, I understand it's pricey. I understand it's a lot of money. I'm going to share with people how you can pay for the box, how you can have the money to pay for the box, and it be a less of a pain in the wallet. I'm hoping to go at 2 like I normally do, so that I can be ahead of Melissa's, but I have no idea what Thursday's going to be like. So anywhere from 1:30 to 2:30 or 3, I will be going live on Thursday. I'm trying to be better at being consistent with the time, but I plan for 2. And then, when I don't show up at 2, it's because, well, something happened. And so there you go. So yeah, I will be sharing a method that will make getting both the Christmas box and the Halloween box easier. So, and then I will also, because somebody wanted me to share this last year, but then dare I say, the price of eggs, everything shifted. So all the stuff that I was going to explain to people, kind of a couple of the apps that I was going to share changed the way they worked. So everything kind of went, and I've been waiting to see how things are going to level out. So, yeah. So I've reached the point that I'll be explaining the methodology on Thursday on the live, but I'll also be doing a video independently to put up on the website. So if you miss it on Thursday, it'll all be on the website. Anyway. So it's 4:45. I know it's got to be late for all of you. I appreciate you. It's been entertaining and fun. I do have someplace else I got to go take care of things at 5. So I got 15 minutes. It's okay. It's I'm going to be a guest on TT on another platform. I keep getting invited, and this one's planned. So I was invited last week. My weeks are full now. Being here is, I work my schedule around Hubster's schedule, and then I now have a TT schedule. It is just wild. I would have never thought. But yeah, so I am going to be a panel of guests. Oh gosh, I'm on a panel as a guest with a bunch of other people in the wild streets of the TT land. It is wild. Thank you for joining me. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. You guys are, thank you. You guys, I would not be able to be doing this. This would not have happened if I did not have the support from my family here, my Ohana. You are amazing people. I love you so much in so many ways. You just cannot know. Please be kind in general for the people watching this after the fact. Do not let those who are in the Misery Loves Company Club recruit you. And they are always recruiting. And sometimes it's even me. So don't let me recruit you when I'm having a bad day. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Thursday at 2, next Tuesday at 2, next Thursday at 2, and then the following week on the 23rd, and I think it's the 24th or 25th, somewhere in the Tuesday and the 23rd, however they line up, will be Maniology. So I will only be live the last week of August once on whatever Thursday or date that is. So bye, you all. I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful week. If I don't see you on Thursday, I'll see you on Thursday. And happy box of gloom. Oh my goodness. Bye. Bye.